Hi everyone, Jen here, just doing an introduction video into Super Control. So I'm doing a series of workbooks for Super Control training. The other ones I'll do will be more detailed. This is just a quick look to familiarise yourselves with Super Control before you start the workbooks, and just to point out a few things that Super Control is good for. So it can be a bit overwhelming when you first come in. There's lots going on, there's lots of stuff this can do. So really just take your time and, look at the videos. There is a help section here. In my guides, I've taken some information from there, but I've kind of honed it specific to us, because our setup's slightly different with Super Control, in that usually Super Control would control your website, so your property listings. When you put them into Super Control, it would actually put them on put them live on the website from Super Control. We're not set up that way, so we control our own website and add our properties onto our own website manually through the website itself. So a lot of the help sheets, the information it's telling you is what it's going to be like if it's being uploaded to your website from Super Control. So it's not necessarily correct for our uses. So therefore that's why I have kind of amended and tailored them to suit ourselves. So all the information you see in there might not generally be suited to our setup. So it's just handy to note that. I hope that makes sense. So when you get your login details from HQ, you log in and you will come into this screen. Don't worry too much about these error reports or all this stuff in red. It automatically comes in and shows you the due payments, bookings that have payments due on them. So we're in the process of getting all this updated and cleared out. So don't worry about it. There's a little envelope here with a big high number. This is where all the notifications come into. So, it will tell you here there's scheduled maintenance scheduled for whenever, all these other things. So you get alerts and system messages. System messages are just booking notifications. So they'll come in here, but also the emails go into the bookings email, Pillow bookings email. So they go into that email and then they get sent out to the regional managers appropriately. So you don't have to worry about all this stuff. Then you can go in and have a look if you want, but all the bookings come into the emails and then get sent to the regional managers direct. So you really don't need to bother with that. So Super Control has many functionalities. It can allow you to link properties and owners. It can allow you to add housekeepers on and link them up to the relevant properties that they clean. You can set up notifications to go direct to the housekeeper when there's a booking. So you can have all that automated so that it's all done for you. So you can view the bookings, the booking grid, to see all the bookings that are in our property. So you would go to bookings and grid view, and this just brings up a grid view calendar of all the bookings in all our properties. Now it's broken the properties into sections in alphabetical order because there's too many to show up at the one time. So this is what it looks like. It's very colourful. When you hover your mouse over a coloured part, it will give you the details of that booking. Lots of different colours. So the purple is when you add an owner booking. So if an owner perhaps likes to use his property now and again, if they've got the login, they can go in and add in an owner booking, or you can do that for them. To be honest, it's probably better that the property manager adds in any bookings, and generally the owner can just view booking details. We don't really want them going in messing about with things, just in case something got deleted by accident. But anyway, you could add in an owner's booking if the owner's coming to stay, or maybe the owner has family, or they've booked in a friend or something. then you can block those days off and it will show up as an owner booking and just give a bit of detail. So you see some logos. This is the logo for Airbnb. The B is booking.com. The green ones are HomeAway. So that just gives you a quick, lets you know where the bookings are. The grid view is quite good, so it lets you see the gaps and what you need to work on. So if you didn't want to see everybody else's properties, perhaps you just wanted to view your own area. So if I wanted to view my Perthshire properties, for example, I would click on the arrow next to grid defaults. It brings up some further filter settings. Go to property groups, select Perthshire and hit go. That then brings me a nice little refined list of just my Perthshire properties. I'm not seeing all the other guv everyone else is, I'm just seeing my own. So that's really handy. That then lets me see what gaps I need to fill and what's going on in them all. Just so you know, if you see these not available, once you sync your property with HomeAway, for some reason it's just started blocking out the days in the past. So everything up to the day that you're on, it'll just automatically put in a block. No idea why it does that, but just letting you know in case you think, what's that all about? So that's handy. So you can view your grid, you can view your list of properties, going into properties and edit. It'll bring you up the search bar. You can, if you know the name of the property you're looking for, you can type that in and hit go and it will bring that up. Or you can view the whole list of properties. So if you put in 100 results per page and hit go, it will bring up the list of all the properties that we have live on SuperControl and therefore live on the booking sites. So it's grouped in area. It lets you see all the ones for Glasgow, HQ, Lanarkshire, Glasgow South, Perthshire and so on. So at a glance you can see who owns it, what package they're on, how many the property holds, things like that. You can click onto the reference number and that will take you into that property, and then it opens up further settings so you can then go into the different tabs that are there. You can also just, if you know where you're wanting to go, you can select what area within that property that you wish to view. So if you just want to go into the price planner, select price planner, hit go, and it will bring you straight into the price planner. There's also a search up here that's there all the time for quickness. So again, if you know the property name or the reference, type that in there and it will bring it up. So just finding the way that you prefer, the easiest way. Sometimes there's a few different ways to do things, but that's the main things I want to show you, just how to view all the bookings on the grid view, how to get into the list of properties. Integrations is where we go. I'll show you that properly in due course. So the channel manager, international is where we go when we're starting to sync with the other booking sites from our property. So SuperControl is also good in the fact that it lets you add letters and automate emails and text messages. So for example, the check-in information we give to guests, we have that automated. So when they book, they get an automatic email confirming their booking and asking for their preferred contact details. Then 14 days before their arrival, they will get another email with a link to a Google Doc, which is the first pre-arrival document. And that gives them details about the accommodation, the heating, the area, parking, all those things so they can start to plan their holiday. And then a couple of days before their arrival, we'll send out another link by email and text with the Google Doc, but this time it includes the full access codes for them getting into the property. So it's really handy to have that automated and streamlined. I will be updating that process to add in lots more emails with offers and things like that for the guests. So you can have a browse around when you come in, just get familiar with it, go into the tabs, see what's all there. And yeah, just have a nosy around. You can also test things out. Scott made a test property, which is third down on the properties list. So you can use this to practice things. So when you're following my guides, if you're unsure, by all means, bring this property up, go into the price planner, or, you could test out the different short break price settings. So you could put it onto the different settings, save it, and then go to your price planner and just test things out. It doesn't matter what you do here, it's not going to go anywhere, it's not linked to anyone else, it's linked to Scott as the owner. So, whatever you've done can be removed or deleted. So it's really good, handy one to use just to test things out and to make sure you're doing everything right. So as I said, I'll go into things in much more detail, but I just wanted to give you a few pointers and just a general intro into Super Control. Thank you.